Hello. All right. Guess what day it is today? Valentine's Day. So I'm wearing my appropriate clothing for Valentine's Day. I had to pick between this earring or my Be Mine earring. So I thought, because I want you guys to be mine, video friends. My son told me this idea. Mom, you could start selling merchandise on your channel. I'm like what would I sell? And we had jokes then of what wouldn't sell and what, I shouldn't make, which I'm not going to go into now. You can just imagine that. But I thought of a thing. I'm going to make something that says video friends, because that's what we are, our video friends. So give me a like. I hate saying that every time. Subscribe. Check your subscribing. I'm almost to 3,000 subscribers. And you know what's most important? To get out my message, my messages. I have some good messages to give out. All right, I'm going to tell you what to buy for Temu. Then I can put Temu in my clickbait. I don't have to say, this is a Temu order. Here's my new Phi 2 glasses that I got to free glasses if I reviewed them. And this is my first experience with the progressive. I always had the line with the bifocal. And this is the little granddaughter right here who said, she was a little older. Wasn't she cute? She looks just like her baby son. And she looks at my glasses with the line. Can you see the line? The bifocal line. And she goes, Grandma, I think your glasses are cracking. And then another time, here's a real funny story, that I was driving, or my mother was driving. And so Hillary, back then we didn't have seatbelts. And so I'm sitting here and my mom's driving and Hillary's standing right here, between us. Sorry, they didn't have car seats back then. And talking to us, she wanted to be in the front seat, really. And she goes, Grandma, what are all of those in your face? And my mother knew immediately what she was talking about. And she goes, well, honey, they're wrinkles. I'm getting a little older. And then Hillary started rubbing my face and said, my mom and I are still brand new. I guess my mother said, because I'm getting older. And then she rubs my face. My mom and I are all still brand new. But now I'm not anymore. I got the wrinkles, the nutcracker face. If you haven't seen that joke, you can watch my past videos. My husband told me, you're starting to look like a nutcracker. What? And then he told me these lines right here are like a nutcracker. And then another time, this same little granddaughter, she's like, do you use lotion? I said, yes. And then she goes, well, your skin is cracking. You need lotion. The lotions lie. Let's just look. Take, for instance, here's a lotion. Oh, I had it right here. Darn. You read on the lotions. Oh, here it is. I knew I had my lotion right here because I use it. Let's see if this one says it. Oh, it doesn't. But my one lotion says, prevents wrinkles, will not dry out skin, all this kind of stuff. They lie because I've been using lotion forever and it's happening to me. So don't tell me that lotion's going to help you. It doesn't. It's all hereditary. I bet my grandma was a nutcracker too, and my mother. All right, back to the Temu, what I used. Last night, I noticed my heels, because I use shea butter all the time, and I needed shea butter last night, and I ordered these from Temu. These are brand new ones, because my sons have the same problem. It's not just women that have problems with, I'll put this somewhere, so that we can all be reminded to like things in life. And it's Valentine's Day. That means you have to like and you have to subscribe, because that's love. That's spreading love. And this is my love talk, which I haven't got to yet. But all right, look at this. you put your shea butter on your heels. Then you put these on over it. And it keeps the shea butter off your sheets and into your foot. And I had to sleep in them last night with my shea butter. Temu. I don't know what they're called, but I'm sure if you look up foot aids or something, it will come up. These are brand new ones that I bought a whole bunch of them. They're like $1.49. I bought a whole bunch of them. I think they come in black too. And give them, if anybody says, oh, my feet are cracking, I got something for you. I like to keep gifts on hand that will help people because it's all about love on Valentine's Day. Because I love you, I'm going to give you these for your feet. I even, he's going to be my grandson-in-law. No, my grandson-in-law. Is that what it's called? He's going to marry my granddaughter. And he came, and my granddaughter goes, Grandma, can you help him? Look at his hands. This was a few months ago. And his hands were he was all cracking because he drives for the Coca-Cola company and delivers Coca-Cola to all the stores around and in Jackson Hole and everything. Well, he's out in that weather using his hands a lot. And so I scooped up some shea butter in a container, apply this every night, morning, whatever, rub it in, and my granddaughter goes, Grandma, I knew you would know what to do. And he got better. Because I love him. All right. What are we going to talk about today? I always have a subject at night I think about, or I wake up in the morning. I'm going to talk about that. It's my daily show with my video friends. Video friends. We could have a song. I should have somebody write me a song that knows how to sing good. My brother, he writes songs. Video friends, yeah, video friends. And then I could play that as my introduction because you are my video friends. I'm going to put that on a shirt. And then I'm going to tell you later what else I'm going to put on a shirt. I'm not really, but maybe a bumper sticker. A car sticker on the window. Video friends. I'm a video friend. That's it. I'm a video friend. I have to write that down. Because my memory. I'm a video friend. And then I go, what was it? I thought of that such good and now I can't remember. I know you're like that too. All right. Do you ever wear something? This isn't what my subject is, but do you ever wear, like you come home from church and you put on something, but you only wore it for a few hours and it's still clean. You don't want to put it in the dirty clothes because you didn't even get any spots on it and you didn't, sweat in it or anything. It's still clean. In my bathroom, I have a chair in there and it's there folded up, waiting to wear it. Wait a few days to wear it. So it doesn't look like I'm wearing the same outfit day like my husband does, Oh, and my husband thinks that I said something the other day about my husband beating me. It wasn't that husband. I need to verify. The ex-husband was the one who beat me, not this husband. He's too kind. He wouldn't ever beat me. And the other thing is, if he did, I'd divorce him in a minute and take half of everything. And then that would be his children's inheritance. So, of course, he wouldn't dare touch me. You got to have something over the men. No, he isn't in his DNA to be brutal or mean. So I didn't have to worry about that. Thank heavens. You got to learn that about a man before you marry him. All right, so I have a chair in there with all these clean clothes outfits that I'm going to be wearing in a couple of days because they're not quite dirty. Now, I know teenagers and kids, they just throw them on the floor and they put them in the dirty clothes, whether they're clean or dirty or anything. But when you get older and you have laundry and it's all up to you, you don't do that too much anymore. So do you guys have a place that you put your clothes that aren't quite dirty yet? You don't want to put them with the clean because, then you might... I have that chair. Is that what the bathroom chair is for? When my husband built this house, I said, I want my bathroom... That was my dream, to have a chair in my bathroom and not have to sit on the toilet when I put socks on and stuff. So I have a chair in my bathroom. Can't sit on it now because all those clothes are piled, folded up there. All right. It's minor compared to what some people problems they have. I feel so bad because people, my video friends, tell me how much in pain they are and the problems they have with their older bodies, even younger bodies. My son fell no, it was 22 feet falling off scaffolding, broke both legs, his back. He's 50. Yes, okay. How old is his mother if her child's 50? I'm 69 and he's going to be 50 in May. I told him, lie about your age so that I won't look so old. So anyway, he has pain, suffers from chronic pain, arthritis. I know a lot of people do. So what do we do with it? We go to the doctor. You can't be on oxycodone forever because, then we'd be a druggie. Or Benadryl puts you to sleep too. Is it for pain? Sometimes I think Ambien is a good pain pill at night. When you're in pain and you're laying there and you hurt somewhere, because I don't have it much anymore because I have hip replacements. I had osteoarthritis. My hips were so bad. Constant pain. You just have to live with it, You can't keep taking ibuprofen and then your liver is damaged. You're going to die of liver failure. You can't just keep drugging yourself out so the whole day you don't get anything done and you're just drugged and you can't even think straight and you shop mindlessly buying crazy stupid things because you were on drugs, oxycodone shopping. Don't do that. I learned. Wait till morning to push, purchase. But Ambien, I would take Ambien at night because it put me to sleep. Then I didn't have to take a pain pill. Well, I was out of pain pills. They didn't give me any more oxys. After a while, they say, no, you can't have any more. They won't work. Oh, yes, they will, but they won't give them to you. All right. So I listened to this guy one time, and he was saying this, and I remembered it because it really helped. Think about this. This man was very active and did everything in life. An athlete, he jogged, he did everything. Well, when he got older and he had these ailments happen to him, knees, hips, whatever it is, feet, whatever the problem was, and he couldn't do what he used to do. And so he was getting interviewed and he goes, the question was, what do you learn when you've been so capable in everything and now you're so limited in almost everything? What do you do, And here's what the guy said. This is the whole thing. He said, when you can't do what you've always done, then you only do what matters most. And isn't that true? When I couldn't walk the stairs, when I did walk the stairs, it was because it mattered most. So think about that. What matters most? When you're in pain in your chair, call somebody and talk to them. Make friends, video friends. We can be video friends because that's what matters most. Keep our mind active. Read, watch educational documentaries. What matters most and what you can do with what you have. So don't just give up. But you don't have to wait until you're old for this to happen. You don't have to wait until you're hurt and everything. We need to teach the young people. Do what matters most. And when the young mothers have so much to do. And you have a schedule of lists this long, what to do. You're probably not listening to me if you have that big list what to do. But we could tell people, advise people. Then do what matters most. If that means going to your child's basketball game, then forget the rest. If that means, cooking something that is important to your husband because he likes it. Like my grandma, my grandpa died and he wanted a cherry pie and she had the can of cherries out to make the cherry pie because that was on her to-do list. Well, she didn't do it and he got sick and then he died. And then she came home and there's the cherry pie filling and she thought, I should have done it. That's what mattered most back then. What was I doing instead? watching As the World Turns. That was her soap opera back then. So I want to make another bumper sticker because that would be cheap if I made them up and then I could just mail them, you know, in a long envelope. You're wondering, how did she have that envelope right there ready to show? Well, I didn't really do that on purpose, but that worked. It's because I was looking for this notes I took on this guy's talk. And so this envelope was in my notebook. And so I took it out of that notebook and I put it over here so when I write a letter, I can, because yes, I still write letters and mail them to people. Except all my friends died. I used to write, I had this single friend. He was a male friend, Catholic friend, and he was my friend for years, 20 years. And his wife, he wasn't ever married to her. He just lived with her for 15 years, and she broke up with him and left, and he was so lonely and distraught. So I wrote him every day for a while. Then I found out he wasn't reading all of them, so then I didn't write him as often. But I wrote him letters and to try to help him. And it was minor, easy for me. Write a letter and mail it. I spent a lot of money on those stamps. But anyway, that's why I had that envelope right here so I could show you. Okay, so do what matters most. I'm going to make bumper stickers and mail them to people who give me their addresses. Well, it's going to take a while to get them made. But it's going to say, do what matters most. That's all we need to live by. The golden rule and do what matters most. And I'm a video friend. Okay, not done yet though, because I got some other stuff to say about this. All right. So, in all you do, young or old, we can just decide, do what matters most, and that's what will get us through. Because there are things that don't matter. We know that in life. Okay, I'm reading. So, to learn this lesson, do what matters most, you have to become wise. We old people, we did learn to be wise in our life, but we need to have the young people be wise. And if you learn this lesson, you will live a different kind of life and even be more successful. So, because you will be doing what matters most for your children, for your family, for your friends. And that's the only thing you can take with you when we die. It's not all this crap that we collect in our life, the material crap. It's not even the yard. It's not your job and the money you make and all of that stuff. That's not what matters most. And to be the most successful person you can be is to take care of the things that are most important in life. Okay. Don't be a deadbeat dad and forget about your kids. You know, I've seen that happen. Okay, here's another story I'm going to tell you. Because I always have a lot of stories. I don't know why. I didn't know I had a lot of stories till I started talking on here, and then they just come out. And people go, how do you have so many things happen to you? I didn't think I did. I thought everybody's life was like mine, having all these things happen in stories. I bet you do. I think, because people write to me and they comment and tell me about how they grew up and what happened to them. So you guys have stories too. Okay, I watched a lot of YouTube before I started my own channel, and it was lacking. I noticed Temu hauls, some of them are lacking in areas, and some of them are on the shows. It's like, there's just, you know, of course, political stuff. You get sick of that. It's lacking. And so that's why I decided to make my channel, because there's things that we can be learned, not just Temu stuff and what's good and bad. But all right, my mother told me this story once. My little girl Emily, she was girly girl, which I was very glad because I had the five boys. One died. I had four boys, and I didn't want blue for my little girl, and I didn't want more boy crap. I wanted a girly girl, and she was. She loved her dolls, her baby dolls, her Barbies, her pink, purple, her rainbow bright, her all that stuff that was popular in the 80s. She loved it all. And if I got her a new pair of shoes, then she just wanted to wear those with everything. Like I bought her these blue, um, she learned her colors from her shoes. It was so cute. Go get your pink shoes, go get your red shoes. She learned her colors from her different colors of shoes that I would tell her to go get. And so, and of course, I didn't have money, but when I did get money, I made sure I bought her, the perfect outfit. The dress lady. Anyway, one lady goes, I think you're trying to fill a void in your life. No, probably not. It's just that I am artistic and I love to create the perfect outfit. And my little girls, and when I take them to church, this one lady, Doris Alsop, she would always go, it's just like a fashion show when you walk in with your little girls. I even made her little pink wool coat for church, Sunday coat, and she'd carry her little purse. Her hair was real curly. It doesn't show here, but she had this blonde curly hair. It got curly the longer it got. So it looked like old lady perm. And she had this pink wool coat that I made that was darling. It was the old 50s pattern, lined and stuff. And she'd carry her purse and walk into church. It was so cute. I wish I had a video of it. So anyway, I've always been this way. So she learned her colors from her shoes. And I would get mad though because she wanted to just wear the newest shoes, but not the shoes that matched the outfit the best. So I would have to hide them, the Sunday good shoes, the new ones, because she wanted to go outside and play in them and everything. But then my mother told me this story, and I've heard some other people tell this story, but maybe you haven't heard it. There was this little girl, and she got a new red dress, and her mother was saving it for something special. And the little girl would beg her mother, Mom, please, can I wear my new blue, did I say blue? It's red. Can I wear my new red dress, please? And the mother goes, no, we're saving it for something good. We have to wait and save it and save it. How many things do you have you're saving because they're good? You don't want to use that china. You don't want to use that tablecloth. You don't want to use those sheets, that pillowcase. And I'm saving it because it's good. Well, the sad thing was the little girl, one day playing outside, ran out in the street. She got hit by a car and she died. Don't cry. It might not be a true story, but this is the story my mother told me. And so what did they dress her in the casket? The red dress. The little girl finally got to wear the red dress that they were saving. So here's my little girl. I'm mad at the photographer back then, though. They just snapped it when she wasn't even ready. Horrible photographer. Look at that. This one's a little cuter. This was her red dress. Of course, and look, red shoes, of course, and a little Christmas necklace. She was a year old. She was born December 9th, so this must have been a year-old picture. And I saved this red velvet until I had a daughter that I could use it. It was a beautiful cotton velvet. Here's her red dress. I made sure she got a red dress. And then my granddaughters, I made red velvet dresses for them for every Christmas. And so I told my daughter-in-law, Heather at the time, I told her the story, the red dress story, because I made the red dress and gave it to her daughter. So the next day, Heather came over, or she didn't drive, I had to pick her up. And when I picked her up, they walked out, and here is my little granddaughter. It wasn't church, it wasn't anything, but she's wearing a red dress. And look at the crocheted socks I made her with those beads, and I made this Christmas stocking for the whole family. That was another one back here. But anyway, she's wearing her red dress. This one, I didn't have much red velvet. I made the top red velvet, and the skirt is just red satin. Oh, she's so cute. And so, but now she's a mother pregnant with the second one. And so that was so funny because she heard I told her the story, so she let her little girl wear the red dress the next day. I don't know if she wanted to wear it, but some things we don't need to keep saving and keep thinking. We're going to wait for the day, do what matters most. Emily, you can wear your new blue shoes outside to play in. I'm not saving my grandma's cup till I die. I'm using it because I wanted to drink out of these when I was a little girl, and my grandma goes, someday we're going to drink out of those. Some orange juice. Waiting. Can we drink out of them now? No, not right now, but someday we're going to do it. I never got to, but then I inherited them, the glasses, and so now, Grandma, we're drinking them. What are these for, I wonder? I'm not a drinker. And if you put ice cream in them, like a little ice cream sherbet, you wouldn't get much. But remember in the olden days, they said that sherbet, do you say sherbet or sherbet? Read it on the next time you go by the ice cream. Read the package and see, is it sherbet or sherbet? Now I'm confused and I can't remember which it is. I think it's sherbet. All right. They, in the olden days, would have these fancy dishes. I don't know what kind, if it was this or what. I would use these. And they put a little sherbet in the little tiny cups, and they would serve it between your a salad and your entree and whatever, because they said sherbet cleared the palate for your next, what are those called? Each meal, each one. So like between your salad and the main dish, your entree, you had some sherbet to clean. Now nowadays sherbet's a dessert, but I have some sherbet out there in my freezer I bought because you know what I love? This isn't to change the subject. It's not changing the subjects. I do what matters most. I get Diet 7-Up and I buy sherbet because it doesn't have the fat in it that ice cream has. And if you're trying to lose calories and stuff, buy sherbet. And you put a scoop in your Diet 7-Up. Kind of stir it. You can make a big punch bowl. I used to, all my kids' weddings. The punch bowl, put the whole thing of sherbet, like lime sherbet or colored sherbet with 7-Up. Oh, that makes the best frappe punch ever. But I do it for like a float for when I'm dieting and a treat. And so I have some sherbet out in my freezer, and I need to do it. Do I have any Diet 7-Up? I don't think I do. Because I bought the Diet Root Beer. All right, so if I make bumper stickers, I'll have them printed up someday. I'll look into it. I got to find the cheapest place to get them. And they're going to say, do what matters most. 4 words, do what matters most. And we could put them on our cars, and we could spread the message. If you're infirmed, if you're overwhelmed, young or old, and you can't decide what to do, then just, but what if something, like a teenager, what matters most is going to be, I got to go with my friends. Whereas what matters most is to stay home with your family or go on a vacation with your family or whatever. You have to be wise. All right, I'm going to go now because I got to make my Valentine cake with my little statues, my little love children on it. I wonder who's going to eat the cake. I gave my husband the card that I made and how I crossed out the best decision you ever made. I crossed it out and put I ever made. He goes, yeah, I saw the video of this card when you showed it. I said, you could have acted surprised and just pretended like I would have done. Pretend I never had seen it before. Subscribe.